Hello everyone. Welcome to the Serendipity Room. It's time for another timeless pick a card reading. Today's topic is about the next 3 months from now. Let's find out what's happening for you. For those that chose card number 1, here is your tarot reading. New beginning awaits you. There is the possibility of a new love also. No matter what happens, it will fill you with contentment, because the Ace of Cups is like a chalice full of a magic potion, with the ability to heal and renew the spirit. You've to let go of whatever emotions that are holding you back from what your heart wants, so that you can start a happy, productive stage of life. It can also relate to abundance, joy, and new spiritual insights. I'm pretty sure that your spiritual growth will expand and take you to a higher level of understanding. You may experience the struggle that you need to go through to maintain your position rather than to attain. The fiery energy of the wands usually indicates that events are moving quickly, so there isn't time to think or overthink. Be prepared for the competition to take a defensive position for something worth fighting for, and to prove yourself. There will be challenges to the success of your project, but you must remain dedicated to your desires. Keep fighting for your beliefs with a clear purpose, and you will overcome them eventually. The Hierophant is not inherently a good or evil card. It's a card of wisdom beyond the personal self, and focuses on spiritual knowledge. Usually represents a new way of living and belief system that motivates you in a positive manner. However, you need to move slowly, dive into any new venture, with giving it your full consideration. Everything is as it should be, and will organically unfold in a positive fashion. You will benefit more than you realize from your past ambitions. This might be a good affiliation for you to make new goals. For those that chose card number 2, here is your tarot reading. It looks like you will be developing a relationship with a spiritual guide or mentor in the near future. This wise teacher, or someone more senior than you, will support you in your personal spiritual evolution, and you will be able to join a cause that's greater than yourself. It can also represent any kind of formal education. No matter what happens, take advantage of the opportunity to learn. Don't miss out on the chance to expand your mind and spirit. The Hierophant can also indicate committed relationships. If you're single, be ready for new love. Everything is going right for you, because the World represents the completion of a cycle in life, or the achievement of a major goal. If you're contemplating a decision to cut away all the dead wood and begin a new cycle in life, here comes the perfect time. I see new opportunities arise, attainment, celebration, and travel. You will enter a period of success in all areas of life, and receive your reward for everything you long for. It's time to enjoy what you've worked so hard for, and dream about possibilities for the future. Again, I see the start of a new journey, and new phase of your life. The Fool upright here repeats the theme of startling opportunities arriving, the opportunities that are completely out of the usual way you live your life, or a new cycle, or an unplanned change of directions is at hand, and you may make your first step. That may seem foolish, but also brings a sense of freedom, so make decisions wisely. For those that chose card number 3, here is your tarot reading. There is tension energy from this card. The Two of Swords represents the uncomfortable situation, where your heart and head want different things. It also symbolizes stalemate, indecision, temporary pause, and need for give and take. Means that you may have to balance two important things in life, and may have difficulty gaining a sense of balance, because you're lacking all the whole picture, or have no definite plans as to the direction you want to go. So you need to rely on either logic, based on what is known, or intuition. You can rest assured that you won't be lost in a maze for so long, because the Three of Wands wraps up the Ace and 2 very nicely. It shows the positive fulfillment of expectations and decisions. Also predicts that you will have a chance for clarity in the future. Your success will require a mental fortitude So while the ship is in the harbor, still unloaded, you should stay vigilant, take your time to make good choices. Focus on the successful culmination to endeavors and good return on investment, then everything will slowly fall into place. When the King of Cups appears, it points that you may experience an episode of up and down emotions, but you'll always feel your responsibility keenly. Even when life gives you a lemon, you can draw on your emotional stability to help you navigate these challenges. You don't let things get to you. Emotional outbursts will not have the desired effect. In this period of time, I see you can steer clear of the drama, and your sense of tolerance is good, so do what needs to be done. Align for success. You'll get what you deserve eventually. For those that chose card number 4, here is your tarot reading. The Seven of Cups indicates a time of many possibilities, some more realistic than others. Also symbolizes dreams that have a lot of power. If selected carefully, it can turn into goals, which will lead you to the straightest path to success. However, this could mean you refuse to look at reality, spend too much time daydreaming, not enough time taking action, or you have too many opposing ideas going at one, and not enough is done on any one. If it makes you equally frustrated, pause for a moment, and evaluate what is necessary. Then you'll figure out the possible solution, and make a change in consciousness and attitude, or decide to move from one place to another. Even after the decision is made to leave such situations, help may be needed, because the Six of Swords indicates just such a scenario, including the presence of the assistance required to safely exit an unhealthy state. While this is perhaps a necessary move, it will not solve everything just yet. The scars incurred and truths learned will have to be dealt with once a safe harbor is reached. There will be unforeseen event attacks on you, because you might believe very strongly at that time that your decision or belief system is the right one. Or you might move too quickly, so you will likely flail about dangerously, lacking in a larger plan or strategy. For this reason, you need to pace yourself, focus on what is important, prepare your logic, and use your skill with communication to do all you can to further your ideal and destroy any opposition. In the end, you will prove invaluable and achieve all success in your life. For those that chose card number 5, here is your tarot reading. The Death card means transformation, changes, and the end of anything that is no longer relevant or useful. Remember that every ending leads to a new beginning. I see illusions are stripped away, leaving you with only the bare truth. There is a possible inheritance, or unexpected money may come your way. All of this will clear away everything that is holding you back, so that you can start looking at all the wonderful opportunities that are in front of you. As the sun sets, it is just as easy to imagine it as a sunrise, promising a new day. But it's not an easy road as it seems. The moon upright here says, be careful, things are not necessarily as they seem. So do not be distracted, or tempted to veer from the path, or act on impulse, without thinking things through. At the time, your negative and illusionary thinking may disrupt your progress. So be ready to deal with whatever is crossing your way, but this is a temporary state. You can rest assured that it's not lasting. After successfully facing fears, walking through the jungle, you will continue your journey with clarity. The Ten of Pentacles promises not just abundance and comfort, but the spirituality and enlightenment that makes such a life meaningful. If you've been considering starting a business, starting an investment, changing jobs, or finding a new romantic encounter, this could foretell a period of success. It also indicates a pleasant family gathering, or a legacy from past generations. An inheritance may be financial, can also be traditions and values. In summary, you're going to look on your past with pride, and to the future with confidence. For those that chose card number 6, here is your tarot reading. The Six of Wands reversed signifies disappointment, being overlooked, or failure. You may have difficulties seeing the triumphant parade gathered to hail the conquering hero. which means recognition for success put on hold. As you can see, all heroes are supported in various ways, by various people and communities. This card reminds you that nothing is achieved alone. You're going to be rewarded with success, but you may need support from a little helper. Don't be shy to ask for help. Sometimes the victory of one is shared by all. This card indicates a feminine influence, who is good with finances, but demanding and critical. She is someone who can get things done in an efficient manner, with a pleasing result. She can help you with any plans that require making the most of something, or attention to detail, and has a knack for turning trash into treasure, and making a bad situation as comfortable as possible. So reach out your hand to her if necessary. In the meantime, this card could possibly represent your higher self. Push yourself toward your goals. While similar to the Seven of Wands in some ways, the energy is very different in the Nine of Wands. The Seven is the card of the battle. This card is the aftermath. In this card, the battle has been going on for some time, and wounds have been suffered. The battle may be over, but it feels like the war isn't won. Although battered and bruised, there is still courage and strength remaining. And there is the sense that even if standing alone, there is no choice left but to continue to stand. It tells you that, though there is a pause in a life cycle, this too is a time when you must carefully plan your next step, because success is in sight, but more effort is needed. For those that chose card number 7, here is your tarot reading. The Two of Pentacles indicates the need to balance every aspect of life. Be prepared to juggle two life events at once, without losing control. The young man in the card illustrates this, as his expression is calm, even though he is juggling the two pentacles. Maintaining this activity can be stressful, but the situation is temporary. You only need to hold your balance for a short while. If you can adjust harmony in your life at that time, your life situation will slowly improve. You will be able to move forward, though you may feel stretched at times. If the situation seems hopeless, and you need little help, reach out for the Queen of Pentacles, a feminine influence, who is good with finances, but critical. She is someone who can help you get things done in an efficient manner, so remember to look for someone like that in your circle. This could be your mother, aunt, female boss, or even your closest friend. In other ways, it could be your higher self also. No matter what happens, remember to choose wisely. In the end, you'll make a bad situation as comfortable as possible. It's a time for you to accept new opportunities, and to move forward with resolution and a strong sense of purpose. The Chariot reversed represents lack of control, opposition, and aggression, which again repeat the whole concept of balanced control of a situation. The concept of time for taking control of your life, of using all the knowledge over a lifetime to fuel the ride, causing the spark that starts the forward motion. So you must pull two opposing forces together to accomplish your goals, and the situation will allow you to benefit at last. For those that chose card number 8, here is your tarot reading. The King of Cups represents a loving and caring masculine influence, someone who follows his heart and is moved by the hearts of others. Although sensitive and compassionate, he is not a pushover. It means that you may experience an episode of up and down emotions, so a strong understanding is needed at this period of time. But you can be confident, your immediate future will be full of promise. If you've been having a rough time lately, recognize that it's only a temporary situation, and you will soon be entering a period of prosperity. Everything will fall into place at last. Do not be distracted or tempted to veer from your path. Do not rush things. Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. The moon reversed also indicates that you may have to deal with negative energies, fear, and anxiety, but this is a temporary state. So make sure to do everything in your power to free yourself from such limiting beliefs. Once you defeat your dark shadows, you will continue your journey with clarity. I'd say it's going to be a truly liberating and transformational experience for you. This card may look scary, But it's not indicate super bad luck as it seems. It shows you that despite all of the valiant effort, you still can't win them all, because victory is not final. So you have to continue on will. It's all about putting effort into something. Just as the tens are the fulfillment of the aces, so the tens include the seed of a new ace. The light in the distance is both sunset and sunrise, and the time for this fight is over. Get up, brush off, and start a new day. Since the key to success is persistence, so never ever gives up, only then will you succeed. For those that chose card number 9, here is your tarot reading. The star in a reversed position can indicate that you may be feeling bored in your career, or lost your confidence, or stuck between crossroads that is going nowhere. Perhaps the difficult situation you've been through in the past has drained your lust for life. So you need to step up, change your attitude to life, and focus on the positive. Things are not as bad as you think they are. And anything you are unhappy with is within your power to change. This card also tells you that any problems are within your power to change. The Emperor reverse tells that you need to break free from any path that is not for you. You've to consider how you can tie your passions into your life if you want to be happy. And consider if you're choosing this path based on your values, not because it is easy to get. If you think what you're doing is right, then keep doing it. Make sure you take the credit for it. Otherwise, your life may be out of balance due to somebody else's selfish tendencies. I see a potential cause of strife in the future if you don't stand up for yourself. So beware of that. Likewise, be careful with your money. Don't let anybody have it unless you choose to give it to them. The Tower signifies sudden, unexpected change, and the end of an existing way of life. Generally, the Tower took time to build. Over the years, it became a very impressive edifice. In the same way, you create things such as homes, careers, belief systems, or relationships. All of these things become important parts of the structure of your lives, and many of you cannot imagine your lives without them. Cease questioning whether they remain true and useful. So be prepared for a new phase of life. Expect the unexpected. Don't stress about the closed door. This is a perfect time for you to open a new door, which may lead you someplace you never expected. In the aftermath, you'll see parts of the tower that were really no longer serving you. Go pick up the pieces that remain strong, and begin to rebuild the chateau of yours, free to imagine a new way of life. For those that chose card number 10, here is your tarot reading. A new period or cycle of much activity is imminent. You are in the process of making decisions that will affect your life for some time, so beware of activity without thought. The Ace of Swords is a powerful weapon, a moment of truth that promises clarity, wise decisions, and sound plans. To use this gift to its best advantage, you have to see the big picture. Used impulsively or improperly, the sword can cause damage and pain, so wield it with love. If employed properly, you will clear mental clutter, so you can move forward with confidence. Another ace card shows up here, to complete the concept of a new beginning, an adventure that is coming over the horizon. It usually points that this is a good time to start a new cycle of life, but it's in the reversed position here, which means that there might be some delay, lack of energy, or missed opportunity, so you have to push yourself toward your goals in an efficient manner. Grab the opportunity and run with it. This is still a gift with a lot of potential, but you must feed and nurture it. Then the universe will give you a big thumbs up. This card represents a period of solitude, contemplation, and wisdom. In the future, you may no longer listen to others, or seek guidance from anyone else. It's time to withdraw and weigh all the information gathered against the only measure that matters. Being alone and removing all other influences is the best avenue to self-discovery. Rethink your goals after giving the situation much thought. Use all practical resources to come to your decision. Pull back from your frantic round of activities, and happiness may be harmed. This card is also known as the card of patient waiting, which is never easy to do, so make sure to pace yourself when needed, and keep light your own way. Only then will you prosper in all you do.